Okay, day two of trying to get a payout. Let's just make sure got 14 seconds left of my lockout. Make sure I'm on my leader account. Cool. Let's just get on a position. Make sure this is set up correctly. Yeah, cool. So risking 1,000, targeting a 1 to 1.5. I've just been doing a little bit of analysis. We do have this hourly gap here that we have tapped. We can get rid of that now. We do have this hourly gap that we have tapped, but we've now just had this random pump up and swept this little internal high. Literally just a random sort of spike, took it, and now we're having a retracement. Obviously, being market conditions the way that they are, we probably only want to be taking longs. That being said, there are probably opportunities for shorts, so I'll make my mind up on how clear those opportunities are and if they are good enough to be taken or not. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, the markets are just moving along, and I think we're pushing up to all-time highs. I hate days like this because you don't really have the structure to go off, so it makes things a little bit difficult. But yeah, we're kind of long, we're kind of short. We're not short, but we have swept a key level. We've got a 4-hour gap below. It's quite a few points away. I don't think we're going to get to that. Okay, now my internet's spazzing out. Alright, so the market's opened. We've come back to this little 5-minute gap down here, to be fair, on both pairs, and we're getting a really nice reaction out of this. Let's see how this closes. Yeah, this looks really good. This is really good already. Yeah, holding that 5-minute gap here. Real big push up. Yeah, I mean, this might be a bit too big to enter. Let's see how it closes. Quantity 10. Probably set this as a limit, or if we get tapped in. Yeah, this thing's pacing. Yeah, this is pacing. I can't quite enter this. This is absolutely taken off. I can wait for some kind of pullback and try and get in. I did want to sort of enter like this, so if we can get this. Honestly, I mean, this just looks like it's going to run to those highs. Don't really want much bigger than 50 points, targeting 75 points. But see what happens. We're about to open up a gap, hopefully. What's ES doing? ES is just taking that internal high. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get an entry on this. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like it's just going to absolutely take off. Yeah, this thing's absolutely flying. We might be able to catch shorts off of some of these draws if we can't long to them. So yeah, we'll see. We did tap that hourly. It's a bit annoying, really. We might be able to catch some kind of short back down. But honestly, I would like to long to those draws, but where are they on ES? Oh, we don't have nothing on ES marked out anyways. We got one here. That's probably the draw ES is going for, yeah. So yeah, this is just going. No entry for me, unfortunately, on this one. Maybe I could have been a little bit more at the ready, but I mean, look at the size of that 1 minute, that opening candle. It's 100-point opening candle. It's, you got to be so quick with your fingers, and this could wick down, come as a resweep this low, retap into this hourly, come back down to the sort of EQ of the range. There were so many possibilities. I know we're overall bullish, but yeah, let's see if we get a flip out of here. I do think price will probably want to retrace to a fairer price from market open. So yeah, if we see a flip and clean, we're just about to take all the draws here. I think ES is going to continue pushing up. Yeah, we're taking everything on NQ now. Other than all-time highs. Oh, we've got a long way to go to all-time highs actually. Yeah, this might be a no trading day to me. If it just rips and just keeps on ripping. Look at that 5 minute candle, that is insane. 200.5 minute candle. Market's going crazy. But like, for example, a retraced EQ of this range, for example, would be this fair value gap. If I can catch a short 1 to 1.5 down to that, something along those lines, would be pretty tasty. But I need to see some sort of evidence that we're failing, i.e. inversing gaps, etc. So we need to wait for that. Yeah, we need to see a resweep and then need to see a new candle open, resweep the highs, and then inverse a gap. That's what we need to see. There's nothing for me to do at the moment. We can get rid of that line. Been taken, that's been taken, so yeah, we're just absolutely moving bananas. Okay, we're respecting it. Let's see if we can flip it. This is looking nice on ES. We've resweeped the highs. If we can inverse this gap now, or we keep pushing up, either way. Nothing for me to do anyway in this scenario. If I did end up taking that 100-point stop loss, maybe I should have taken that. Yeah, maybe I should have taken that, but we'll see. Yes, is about to take that. It's kind of like the final draw. Final draw before, obviously, we got another huge amount of space. Yeah, this is kind of the final draw we'd want to see get tapped. And a reversal off that would be alright. So yeah, we'll probably just sit tight. If we want to take shorts, we're going to have to wait for ES to take that first. And then we'll look for some sort of sell model. I'm just going to put a line here purely for that's where the TP would have been if I did take that long. But okay, we've edged it. Let's see if we can keep pushing up or if we get a sort of change in state. We've got a 1 minute gap here. Potentially get this set up. Okay, let's wait and see what happens. A bit annoying ES has edged that, but let's wait and see if we close through this. Got 30 seconds to wait. This might fuck up the RR, but ultimately we've got to be patient. Okay, so right now we're holding it, so we've got to wait a bit longer. Kind of want this to hold, to be honest, because I really want to see this get swept. And it's putting in some structure now, so we could end up with a change in state. Maybe I could be looking for longs out of this 1 minute gap, but typically I like to look for longs out of 5 minute gaps as opposed to 1 minute gaps. So if we had a retrace like this to a 1 minute gap before the draw, then I'd jump in. But I mean, yeah, to be fair, if this wants to close down here, that would be beautiful. We'd take that. Yeah, we could take this. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Order filled.
Okay, we're in this. Oh, we didn't inverse it on ES. We did on NQ, but we didn't on ES. So this could be an L. This could be an L. Jesus.
Order filled.
Okay, well, quick session today. Hit daily loss limit. Risked 1,000 to try and make 1,000, and yeah, that's the end of today's trading session. Yeah, I thought we were gonna have a retrace after this pull, this initial push. Hindsight, probably should have waited for ES to take this. We didn't even get confirmation on ES either that the displacement was happening. I've seen us push off, try and take the high, fail it, break lower, close below this fair value gap. So yeah, it might be a bit of a pattern trade. I do still think this would play out. Might just be unfortunate. We can just hang around for a minute. I'll just pause it and then come back to how this plays out. If I didn't panic about that stop loss size being 100 points, we would have just hit the 1 to 1.5 past the evals. Instead, I took a fucking short, and yeah, clearly I took an L. So, a bit frustrating. Just thought that was far too big, but we did still have those draws higher. So, yeah, maybe I should have just ran with it and gone break even when we took those draws and just wait to see what happened. On hindsight, it would have been the better play trading with trend, but we just swept this draw. So volatile. This could have easily just closed back down here, re-swept this hourly into this hourly gap, because we only just touched it by the smallest amount. You know, yeah, maybe, I mean, there's no denying obviously I was wrong about trying to catch a short back down to sort of a fairer price rather than this 100-point expansion, and then yeah, don't know. ES has now taken that draw. Then we've got the 1 minute gap. So exactly the same trade basically. We've got a 1 minute gap here on NQ. Let's just see if I went wrong by not being patient here today, and if this gets inversed. See if this gets inversed and see if exactly the same trade I took here would have worked if I'd waited for ES to sweep this high. ES has inversed it. See if NQ does. No inversion yet. I'll pause it and come back. Alright, clear as day. We're not getting any reversions here or any sort of retracements. We're just pumping. So, yeah, I guess that's the end of today's video. I'll come back tomorrow, and we've got one trade left, obviously, before blowing the account. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. But that's the end of today's video.